The beauty of Kelimutu Lake, a hidden paradise in Labuan Bajo. But before we start, please support us by pressing like and subscribe buttons. Also turn on the bell notification to get the latest updates. Your support means a lot to us. Thank you. The beauty of my Indonesia is that Indonesia is one of the countries that has many amazing wonders of the world. There are many tourist destinations that can be visited in Indonesia, ranging from natural tourism, historical tourism, religious tourism, culinary tours, and many more. It is not surprising if not only local tourists are interested in tourism in Indonesia, even foreign tourists are also interested in visiting Indonesia because there are many beautiful places that spoil the eyes. One of the wonders of the world that must be visited is Lake Kelimutu. For Indonesian citizens, seeing this lake may feel familiar. It is true, you often see pictures of the lake in Kelimutu on the money with a nominal value of Rp. 5,000, 5,000 rupiah, which was published in 1992. So it's no wonder you are familiar with this lake in Kelimutu. Kelimutu Lake is located in Pemo Village, Kelimutu District, Endi Regency, precisely on the Flores island of East Nusa Tenggara. The name of this lake comes from the word Keli, which means mountain, and quality, which means it boils. The magic that you will witness once you arrive at this tourist attraction, you will see 3 lakes with different colors. In addition, the natural scenery is very stunning and spoils the eye. For that, on this occasion I think we will explore again the beauty of what is in Lake Kelimutu. Here are the following. Enchantment of the beauty of Lake Kelimutu. It is certain that the charm of Lake Kelimutu can be seen from the 3-colored lake whose color can change. In addition, there are also many myths that are believed by local people here. There is little information that the change in color of the 3 lakes is caused by the mineral composition of the lake. Not without a name, the lake with an area of approximately 1,051,000 square meters has names with their respective meanings as follows. Tuada Polo, Lake in Red. This red lake is considered as a place for souls who have died, for people who have done bad things or crimes during their lifetime. Tuanuamuri Ku Fa, Lake in Blue. The Blue Lake is considered as a place for young people who have died. Tuadam Bupu, White Lake. Meanwhile, this white lake is considered as a gathering place for the souls of parents who have died. The charm of the beauty of Lake Kelimutu is not only from the 3-colored lakes, but from the natural scenery that is served is also very stunning. For those of you who like to take pictures, it's a shame if you don't capture it and upload it to social media. Activities at Lake Kelimutu. Apart from seeing the stunning natural scenery and the 3-colored lake, in Lake Kelimutu, if you come at the right time, you can see the beauty of the sunrise that is second to none. Apart from sunrise, you can also enjoy the beauty of a warm sunset. While waiting for the sunset, you can enjoy light culinary around the top of Lake Kelimutu. Unique festival. If you are lucky, you can see the Paddy Ka Festival. This festival is an annual custom held every August 14th by the Leo tribe. Paddy Ka Festival has a meaning feeding. The intention is to feed the ancestors of Lake Kelimutu. The Leo tribe believes that the lake is the final resting place for souls who return after their journey ends. In this festival, there is a ritual in which the elders of the Leo tribe wear traditional clothes in the form of a woven sarong and wear a headband. This ritual procession usually begins with a prayer recitation by the Leo tribal elders. This prayer is considered as the blessing of food and drink offered to the ancestors. Food and drinks in this festival are served in a bowl made of clay, where the contents of the food consist of brown rice, pork, water, and coffee. Then the other groups brought serving plates and lined up neatly and led by the traditional elders to Batu Arwah while sounding gong every time they stepped on the steps of the stairs. After arriving at the spirit stone, the traditional elder and his entourage sat in a tilted place. Furthermore, he did a prayer for the ancestors. Then the food and drink that is brought is served to the ancestors, and the rest is used to be eaten together. Then the traditional elders climbed the spirit stone and sang the traditional song of the Leo tribe accompanied by a gawi dance. This dance symbolizes a community working together in protecting nature. This activity was held as an expression of gratitude for the blessings received last year. Make sure as long as you are in Lake Kelimutu you don't contaminate the tourist spot. The charm of the beauty of Lake Kelimutu and other unique and interesting things around Mount Kelimutu. Or Lake Kelimutu is divided into 3 parts according to the colors of the lake water contained therein. Lake Kelimutu is located in the province, precisely Flores Island, East Nusa Tenggara Province. Lake Kelimutu is a magical lake in Flores, precisely in Endi Regency. The magic is shown by the presence of 3 lakes with different colors. So that this lake is also known as the 3-colored lake. With its uniqueness, Kelimutu Lake was immortalized in the RP 5000 a few years ago. The lake, which is located at an altitude of about 1,639 meters above sea level, presents an amazingly beautiful natural panorama, so it is not surprising that it is always visited by tourists from within and outside the country. Based on records from the Kelimutu National Park management, this lake has decreased by about 5 meters. I do not know what caused this, but the beauty of the lake has not changed. Currently, tourist attractions in Indonesia have started operating as usual, but they still have to comply with the health protocols that have been announced by the government. Location and address of Lake Kelimutu. The location of Lake Kelimutu is in the Kelimutu National Park area. The complete address is in Pemo Village, Kelimutu District, Endi Regency, Flores, East Nusa Tenggara Province. The route to Lake Kelimutu can only be passed by private vehicles, because there is no public transportation that crosses the area around this tourist attraction. The road that is passed is very good, easy for 2-wheeled and 4-wheeled vehicles to pass. Namely, by directing your vehicle to the city of Endi, the estimated time taken is about 2 hours away. There are road signs that will direct you to this magical tourist location. Kelimutu Lake ticket prices. The entrance ticket to Lake Kelimutu is enough to pay Rp 5.000 only. Meanwhile, foreign tourists have to pay Rp 150.000. Motorbike parking pays Rp 5.000. Car park by paying Rp 10.000. Kelimutu Lake opening hours. The operational hours of Lake Kelimutu are open every Monday to Sunday for a full 24 hours. Considering that you have to do trekking to the lake, you should come to visit when the sun is still shining. The best time to visit Lake Kelimutu is in the morning and evening. History of Lake Kelimutu. There is no scientific literature that mentions the process of the occurrence of this Kelimutu Lake. For sure, Mount Kelimutu itself is part of a series of 1,000 mountains. Namely the mountains that have a height above 1,000 meters. Mount Kelimutu is about 1.640 masal in the Soconia caldera or tubus, along with Mount Kelido and Mount Kalabara. Mount Kelimutu is the oldest conical mountain that still has volcanic activity to date. It was recorded that this mountain last erupted around 1968. The lake, which is now called the Three-Colored Lake, is a crater that occurred as a result of the eruption of Mount Kelimutu. And the first time it experienced a color change, namely in 1886, after a fairly powerful eruption from Mount Kelimutu. So based on this, Lake Kelimutu is a volcanic lake formed as a result of volcanic activity. The area owned by Lake Kelimutu is about 1,050,000 square meters and can accommodate 1,292 million cubic meters of water. The name Kelimutu itself comes from 2 syllables, namely Keli, which means mountain, and Mutu, which means boiling. So that when combined into a boiling mountain. The beauty of Lake Kelimutu was first discovered by a Dutch citizen named Such Telenyang in 1915. Then around 1929, an artist named Bouman painted and wrote about the lake. So many are curious about the beauty of the lake, and want to see it firsthand. not a few scientists who come to examine the phenomenon of color changes that occur in Lake Kelimutu. On February 26, 1992, the area where this lake is located was designated as a National Nature Conversion Area, which is currently known as the Kelimutu National Park.